Kind of hit that one wrong. Welcome back to RC Brucey. Thanks for tuning back in. Today we got the Xmaxx on the bench. We're going to do the hub and hub carrier replacement. I know some of you are saying, oh, give me a break. That's pretty easy to do. But there's a lot of people out there that don't have our maintenance capabilities or our repairs that we learned to do over the years. So I'm going to do a video to help them out so we get them back bashing. Let's get to it. All right, well, here we are. Start off nice and close. 2 part numbers that you're going to need right there. For the hub and hub carrier, you get the left and right in each package. I got my set of bearings out just in case, because you always want to check those while you're in here doing this. And we're going to do this a little different this time. As you can see, we got the extreme close-up. A friend of mine who actually watches the channel said he loves the maintenance videos but has a hard time seeing all the small stuff, so I'm trying to bring you guys in a little closer. This is for him and hopefully all of you to help you out. Anyway, so let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go after these hinge pins here. The hinge pin and the steering link. Take that screw out. I like to lay everything down on the table so you know where everything's at. Easier for reassembly. Pull off the steering link. Switch out my Allen wrench here. Of course I had the wrong one. These little screws here help keep these pins in. Gonna take the top one out, set that pin aside. Come down here, same thing. Take the screw out, set it aside. I usually use the driver here. Just push on them. Get them to move on out. As soon as it pops out a little bit, I usually take a pair of snips or dikes, whatever you want to call them. Politically correct today, I call them dikes. That's what they've always been to me. But I kind of use those. Pull the hinge pins out. As you see there, sometimes they're not too bad coming out, but sometimes they're bent. And when they're bent, man, can you have some hell of a time trying to get them out. These aren't bent, so they're so far not too bad. Once you get those out, lay those aside, pull that up. You're going to pull the whole assembly out. As you see there, whole assembly's out. The drive shaft and the hub. I've already gone ahead off camera there and I've kind of just put everything together and make sure, good idea to take everything, make one look like the other. So from here, so things don't fall apart, you got an upper keeper pin right there. There's going to be a pin in the top, and on the bottom, same thing. You got the screw right there with the little cap, and there's going to be a pin in there. So let's do one at a time. Doing the same process. You're going to remove that. Got this pin up top. Remove that out. Now if I were you, while you got everything lined up, just take one from one and put it into the other. Going to push that pin down inside there. Going to take this cap, put it over top, start to screw a little bit. Now be careful, guys, when you're doing the nut driver here. You might want to get it close, then finish off with a handheld driver. You're going to take the bottom one off now, same thing. Set the screw down, take the cap off right there. See that pin's exposed? And just a little turn, get it up so you can grab it. Pull it up and off. Not bent, so that's good. Take the new hub assembly, make sure everything's lined up still. Push that pin right back up and in there. Cap, or the pin keeper I like to call them. Screw it right on back down. There you go, voila. Make sure everything's free and moving. That's always a good thing when everything moves. You take this piece. This isn't bad. The other side was bad. I messed up trying to make the video. Wanted to refresh my memory. It's been a while since I've taken it apart. So I'm just doing this for preventive maintenance. I noticed there's a lot of slop and play in the plastics, and they've been on there for a while. So since I'm here, I'm just changing them. Definitely don't need to be changed, but I'm doing it because I said mostly due to the slop. So anyway, on the end of this axle, there's a little spring clip. As you can see, that little silver thing. Take a screwdriver. You want to put it in the upper part of the lip, and you want to pry up, but you want to be careful not to send it flying across the room. So hang on to it, and when you do it, that little piece comes right off. Set that right to the side so you don't lose it. Wheel hex. And take that, slide that right up and off, set it to the side, and then the axle, everything should just push right up and out of there, like so. Then you got your inner and outer bearing. While you're excuse me, at this process, it's a good idea to check these. Soak them in some oil is always good, loosens them up, or change them. Recently I've just done these, so I know they're good, but I'm still rechecking. It's always a good idea to recheck because you never know. Take the bearing there, push it right back into the housing. Let's work on this other one. Sometimes they need a little help. Just be careful you don't stab yourself. Pushed it out, and actually on this one, got a little grindage going on, so while I'm here, I'm gonna change them because I don't want to go back in there later and have to redo it all over. That's why I pulled out my bearing kit here. I know it's this one. It's always a good idea to match them up. It's gonna go through the center there. You're gonna put it in there and push it right back and make sure it's seated all the way back into that housing there. Make sure it's all the way in, because if you don't, your axle, when you put this back in, it's all not going to line back up and have enough space for your keeper on the end. That's how you'll know that you don't have it done right. Get your wheel hex, slide that back on, spring clip. Don't need anything special for it. You're going to take this here and just push it back on. Keep in mind, pops back on just like so. Just keep in mind that's a spring clip. It will go flying, so make sure you got hands on it all the time, or you'll be looking for it like I have several times. Gonna come back over here. You're gonna line up the axle. Gonna line up that lower hinge point with the pin. Push it back in, like so. Get the hinge pin keeper nut, a screw, put that back in so they don't come out. Again, with the driver, be careful. It's a good idea to finish off with a hand tool, but of course I'm always going fast, 1,000 miles an hour, trying to get things done. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Line up the upper arm, again making sure the dryer shaft is in place and in its cup. Keeper bolt. Last one is the steering link. You're gonna slide that. I might have to get my head in the way here, I'm sorry. Everything's all new, so sometimes these things can be a pain in the neck. Once you get it all lined up, bolt down through. I think that was the bigger one, if I remember correctly. And there you go. Everything's installed back in and on there. So, I hope this helps you out. Hope this gets you back bashing if you didn't know how to do it. Thanks for watching RC Brucey. Hit that like button. Comment below. Let me know what you think about the video. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys out bashing.